I knew I was different long before I knew what I was. Other kids would fall off their bikes and cry. I'd fall off mine and crack the sidewalk. My mom used to laugh nervously and tell the neighbors I was just a strong boy. But she knew. She always knew. She found me in a crater behind the barn when I was a baby. That's what she told me on my 18th birthday, the night everything changed. She said there was a small white pod, half buried in the dirt, and inside it was me, a baby with a tail wrapped around his waist and a look in his eyes like he was already angry at the world. She cut the tail off when I was 3. She said it was the hardest thing she ever did, but she was scared of what I'd become. Scared of the full moon. Scared of the stories her grandfather used to tell about creatures that fell from the sky. I grew up in a small town in Montana. Nothing but mountains and silence and sky. And that was good, because by the time I was 10, I could lift the tractor over my head. By 12, I could run faster than my dad's truck. By 15, I punched a tree in the woods one day when I was angry, and the whole thing exploded into splinters. I sat there staring at my fist for an hour, terrified of myself. My parents made me promise, never show anyone, never use it, never let them know. So I didn't. I went to school. I got decent grades. I let kids beat me up in gym class because I was too scared to hit back. You think being weak is hard? Try being a god and pretending you're nothing. Try holding back every single second of every single day, because if you slip even once, somebody dies. I was 23 when they came for me. I was working at a gas station in the middle of nowhere, just trying to live a quiet life, when the sky turned green. I'm not exaggerating. The whole sky. Green. And then I felt it. Something I had never felt before. Another power. Like mine, but bigger. Older. Hungrier. He landed in the parking lot. Tall. Armored. Tail flicking behind him like a cat watching a mouse. He looked at me and smiled, and he said my real name. A name I had never heard before in my life. But the second he said it, something inside me woke up. He told me I was the last of my kind, that our planet was destroyed before I was even born, that my father had sent me to Earth to survive, and that he had been searching the galaxy for me for over 2 decades. He said the others wanted me dead, but he wanted me to come home, to take my place, to be what I was born to be. I told him no. He laughed, and then he picked up a minivan with a family inside and threw it at me. I caught it. Of course I caught it. But the second my hands touched that car, something broke loose inside me. 23 years of holding back. 23 years of pretending. 23 years of hiding in a body that was built for war. It all came rushing out at once. I set the van down gently. I told the family to run, and then I turned around and I let it go. The fight lasted 4 hours. We tore through 3 counties. I could feel my body changing as I fought. My hair flickered gold for half a second when he broke my arm, and I felt something inside me click into place, like a door I never knew existed had finally opened. I screamed, and the ground cracked open beneath my feet, and I came back at him harder than before. I won. Barely. He flew off into the sky, bleeding, swearing he'd return with more, and he will. I know he will. I went back home that night. My mom was waiting on the porch. She didn't say anything. She just hugged me and she cried, and she told me she'd always known this day would come. She said my father, the man who raised me, had built something in the basement years ago, just in case. I went down those stairs and there it was, the pod, the same one she found me in all those years ago. She had kept it. She had cleaned it. She had been waiting. There was a message inside, from my real father, a man I never knew, speaking to me from a world that no longer existed. He told me about my people. He told me about the war. He told me what I was capable of and what I had to become. And he told me one last thing. He said, "You were not sent to Earth to hide. You were sent to protect it." That was 3 months ago. I train every day now, deep in the mountains where nobody can see. I'm getting stronger, faster. The gold flicker is starting to last longer, sometimes seconds, once almost a full minute. I can feel something massive building inside me, something I haven't fully unlocked yet, but it's coming. I can feel it. They're going to come back, more of them this time. And when they do, the world is going to find out what I am. But that's okay, because I'm not hiding anymore. I'm a Saiyan. I was born for this, and Earth is my home.